No more show at late night. Nothing but illustrious guests. Mero, who is in the building today?
Man, if we tried to list this man's IMDb, we would be here for several hours. It is the guy, literally the dude is in the house. Jeff Bridges is in the house, in the bodega. Make some noise, let's go.
Welcome to the bodega.
Man. Good to be here.
Yo, y'all don't know my man is here. He got chancletas on, bro.
Look at that. He's comfortable.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
You know what I'm
Hoka.
saying?
So right now you have The Old Man,
Yeah.
which the promo, it looked like a blockbuster movie. Like, that's a lot for a TV show.
Yeah, I was dragging my feet doing the TV thing, but now on TV, there's such good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, the quality. So I said, I better experiment on that. And man, what a great experience it was.
It's
no
a lot of
different
action scenes.
Action, oh God. I mean, in my career, I've loved doing fight scenes and action stuff, but I haven't done anything like this.
Yeah.
No, this is another level.
What's it like working with the dogs?
Yeah, well, there's 2 on the show, but in reality, there's about 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah,
Each one's each one's got a trick that they do better, So.
Yeah.
You guys have dogs?
Yes, I have a very old dog. Shout out to Brownie.
Got my Boston Terrier, Mac.
Oh, man, I got a dog, Monty.
How was Monty?
Well, we got him when I got sick. That's why it was about a year old, maybe now, something like that.
He's a COVID dog.
I guess that's what they're calling him now. Yeah, COVID. He's a Cavapoo. Cavalier, King Charles, and everything's got some poodle in it.
Yeah, everything's a poo, a multi-poo.
Yeah, all of that.
I just have a Shih Tzu.
You got a Shih Tzu?
It's a
A straight one.
Straight Shih Tzu. Yeah. Hey, top.
Yeah.
Good morning. Yeah.
Right, yeah, right.
So you got sick during COVID.
I got sick. Well, I was doing The Old Man, and then the pandemic hit, and we took a break. And during that break, I'm lying on my stomach doing some exercises, and I say, God, it feels like I've got a bone where a bone doesn't belong in my stomach or something.
It was like
Called
hard.
my wife. Yeah, it was like hard. And she said, you ought to get that checked out. I said, no, it doesn't hurt. Forget it. Turns out I've got a 9 by 12 inch mass in my stomach, man. That's like a child,
And your wife said,
wow.
she get that checked out?
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah, but
it's fine.
I denial, man.
Listen, I do the same thing. Listen to your
man.
wives, man. They're
Yeah,
smarter than us.
yeah,
They're smarter than us.
That's absolutely. I've been in Montana, and I'm feeling great hiking around. My legs itch a bit, and I sweat at night. I said, well, that's a hot night, and my skin's dry. No, man, those are all symptoms of lymphoma, this cancer that I had. So I go get it treated. They don't operate. They give you chemo. They tried couple of different chemo treatments, and they finally gave me one, and it's working, man, and the thing just imploded, right?
Right.
So I'm all excited. I come home, turn the TV on, and what do I see? The insurrection, man. This is January 6th.
Oh, wow.
And I say, oh, man. Oh, this is, and I'm going, so the emotions. And then I get a letter that same day. I open it up. It's from the treatment center where I'm getting my treatment. And they say, you have been exposed to COVID.
Fuck, bro. It's like,
And so I had no the chemo strips
Took
you
all
of
the
your
immune
immune
system.
system. And
Yeah.
so that COVID made the cancer look like nothing, man.
And this is all before the vaccine.
And this is all before the vaccine, and that just kicked my ass, man.
talk about it a little bit, because a lot of people like get COVID and they're like, oh, it's just like a mild flu.
Oh,
whatever.
not this. Well, it might, my wife and I share an ambulance to the hospital because she's got it too.
Oh, wow.
So we go. You guys have all had it?
Yeah,
You've
I
had
had the
it.
same thing.
Did it
I
kick
got-
your butt, man? or
No,
what?
actually, I got it in March, but I was
But
vaccinated. and boosted.
Yeah,
I had no
it helped it.
symptoms.
Oh, so
Yeah, lucky.
that's wild too, isn't
Yeah.
it? But you're contagious to people, but you're not feeling bad.
Stayed in a hotel room for a week.
God.
Did my duty.
Yeah,
So
no.
my wife was in there for 5 days. I was in there for about 6 weeks in the hospital.
Wow.
They wouldn't tell my wife. My wife would ask me, "Is he going to make it?" And they wouldn't. They wouldn't say
They
yes or no.
promise.
They said, "We're doing our best. We're doing our best." And that's wild to face that.
Yeah, your mentality.
That guy, man. Wow.
How has that changed your outlook on life now?
I'm changed quite a bit. And I can't quite figure out how I've changed entirely. I approached it with mustering as much joy and love. That seems to be the love. That corny L word, man. Love. That seems to be the thing, man. Doesn't it? Does it to you too?
Yeah.
Because I feel when I'm meeting you guys, it so amazes me how accessible love is and how quickly you can dig it. You know, I mean, huh? Don't you find that?
Life sucks. If you go through life and you're pissed off all the time and you're just like, everything fucking sucks.
I mean,
You know
we
what I
got a
mean?
TV show. We don't got much to beef about.
You know what I'm saying? We're getting paid to talk shit with Jeff Bridges, bro. Like I used to sell
my job.
cocaine.
Yeah, but
Like,
then,
we're hanging out.
then life will say, "Oh, you got your shit together." Oh,
Yeah.
Here you go,
check
motherfucker.
That was
this.
something my grandmother in Jamaica used to say. She was like, never say you enjoy life out loud because the devil will hear it.
well,
It's
that's
a bit much, but you know.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing. But the devil, it turns out to in my philosophy, he's a teacher too. You know, that thing that you're struggling with. Say what you got to teach me. Where's the love here?
Where we going?
Where are we going? And it's so interesting, man. The medical deal. These doctors, gosh, I wish our politics could run like that. They're all out for the patient. You know,
Right.
they say, who disagrees with what I think the guy needs? Because I want to know. Because we got to save
Maybe you're
this
seeing
guy.
something I don't see.
Yeah,
let's work together.
Yeah. But instead, it's a term that I've been digging on recently: confirmation bias. You know about this thing? Now, I talked to my daughters about it. She was hip to it, but she'd learned about it in school, but they didn't teach us. But confirmation bias is something that we all are biased, man. We all have these points of view that we've learned when we were kids,
From growing up.
and then as we go on life, we start to confirm our bias, say, "Oh look, yes, oh look, see, there's
I was
another
right about
example.
that, yeah.
There's another," and then we get this thing but that ain't the truth, man. That's our point of view.
Right,
That's
yeah.
our so-called fact. And it's not a matter of trying to get rid of it. It's just to dig that that's how we roll as a species, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take our opinions so damn like the dude, man. That's that's just
that's
your
your
opinion,
opinion,
man.
man.
Yeah. Huh?
What's it like being in such a classic cult movie? Like, you still get people yelling at you on the street?
I mean, listen, you walked in here and I thought the fucking president was coming in. There's like 80,000 people outside.
I go outside to see the paparazzi, and they just look at me like, who are you? I was like, it's my show.
My face is on the building.
Yeah. No, I got to see when we showed the old man last night here, and Joel Cohen, one of the brothers, came over and we hung out a bit and relived some of those good times. What masters those two guys are, and the cast that was assembled and the writing and all of that stuff, and then for my own personal trip with it. All of the auxiliary stuff that has come out of that, like I'm at a dinner party, and Ram Dass, you know who he is?
Not familiar.
He's a spiritual cat.
Okay.
He wrote his most famous book is "Be Here Now."
All right.
You've heard of that. He's sitting over here, and on the other side is this guy Bernie Glassman, who's this Zen master, and he leans over to me and says, "I really." Doug Lebowski, I said, "Oh, thank you." He says, "It's chock full of koans."
Yeah.
And I said, "What do you mean?" And he says, "You know what a koan is?" I said, "Yeah, koan is like probably the most famous one is what's the sound of one hand clapping? Those kind. There are questions that make your mind kind of trip." Yeah. He says, "Lebowski is filled with those." I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, like the dude abides, that's very Buddhistic, or, what we just said, well, that's just like your opinion, man. See, that gets to it. Or shut the fuck up, Donnie. And then he says, "Hey, let's write a book about him, man, because I'm all about bringing Buddhist thoughts into modern times." And I said, "Okay." And so we went up to Montana and we hung out for a week or two, and we wrote this book called The Dude and the Zen Master. Now, another example of this auxiliary stuff that came out of that is Lebowski Fests. I don't know if you know about that,
Yeah,
man.
people dress up like,
Yeah, so
it's
they
like a
go,
whole
this
thing.
is like a 2-day affair, 3-day, it goes on and on, bowling, everyone's dressed up, the weirder costume you have, bowling pins and stuff like that.
There's a bar in Iceland themed after
Yeah,
Lebowski, and they have all these different type of White Russians.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All that stuff, he kind of takes off.
Yeah.
And so I got to have my Beatle moment, I have a band called the Abiders, named after, the show. And here he is, the dude, oh my God, all these people, you're dressed up like,
does it trip you out that like out of this whole filmography, like
that's the one that hit.
that's the character.
It doesn't surprise me, man. Because that's the brothers, the Coen brothers, man. They're masters. And I don't like to watch. I'll watch it if I have a show on TV or something. I'll watch it, a few scenes. But when I see the dude comes on, I'll say, I'll watch till Turturro licks the ball. And then and then I'll get hooked. I'll say, oh, then there's one more scene. Because it's like popcorn or something. You can't stop. They're all just so good, man.
What's going on in Montana for your spirituality? Because you keep going.
Oh,
is it just like, is it? Are you recommending it as a place to visit?
Because you said Zen Master, Montana.
You dug what's happening now with the Yellowstone River overflowing.
Yeah, it's overflowing. Houses getting washed away.
It's right by our place. So
wow.
After the show, I'm going to call my wife, say, how we doing, But my relationship with Montana started on a movie called Thunderbolt and Lightfoot with Clint Eastwood.
Okay.
We were just talking about that.
Man.
We were just talking about that before you came in because I was like, there's like the big blockbusters that you've been in, but then there's like these kind of like low-key movies that I would watch as a kid because I didn't have cable. So I had WPIX, New York.
Channel 11.
And they had like the Sunday night movie.
And that was on there.
And that was one of them.
Yeah. So that turned me on. And I was a young guy. I remember having a Harley Davidson in Montana. I just fell in love with it. And then I did a movie called Rancho Deluxe up there. Mm-hmm. And we're in this big old hot spring. Old hotel. They used to do brain surgery there at the turn of the century. Weird little place, but beautiful, hot. And I got Sam Waterston on one side and Harry Dean Stanton on the other side. And I cannot take my eyes off this. I didn't know if she's working at the place. She was a waitress, a maid, or what. But gorgeous girl, 2 black eyes and a busted nose.
Okay.
But that beauty and that disfigurement, something about it, man,
Okay.
I can't take my eyes off her. So I ask her out, which is tough. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but, you seem like you're probably not the way I was or am.
So,
but it's shy. I'm shy. You say, I feel so attracted to you. Now, how do I do it? Huh?
We're from New York.
Yeah,
so,
it's different.
Just say,
what's up, Mom?
Let's do this thing.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's like my dad told me it's like baseball. It's like a game of failure. You know what I mean? Like if you play baseball and you bat 300, you're the man. You know what I mean? If you approach 10 people and 3 of them are like, I like you.
You got to do the risk thing. You got to do.
Can't be risk averse.
So I did it. I got so excited that I had to make the move. Right. So you want to go out? He says no. I said, really? He said, it's a small town. Maybe I'll see you around. So her prophecy proved true. We were at I think it was the wrap party for the show, and there she is, and we danced, and that was it. And I knew, love at first sight. You guys married or no?
Yeah.
You're married. You married. You're not married. You're resisting, right? Or if you get close.
No, I'm working.
You're working, right? So you resisted.
Easy.
You resisted, right? I resisted. I didn't want to do that, man, because you got all those lovely ladies that you don't get to experience, but I was just knocked out, man.
Yeah.
And now we cut, 30 years later, I'm in my office. I'm married. We got 3 kids. I'm going through my mail, and I open a letter from the makeup man on that show.
Yeah.
And the guy says, I was going through my files, and I found this picture that I thought you might dig. It's you asking a local girl out.
Oh, wow.
So I have a photograph
Of that,
The first time.
of the first words I ever,
Wow.
and her saying no, and somebody took that picture. So whenever I think, yeah, is she really the? I say, oh yeah,
Got the
Yeah.
photo.
I got
she's
the photo to
the
prove
one, man. She is the one.
Wow. Listen,
Yeah.
Jeff, you are an illustrious guest. What would you like your neon sign to say?
What comes to mind is the advice my mother would give me, as I'm anxiously going off to do a movie. And now my wife gives me that same advice. Jeff, come here. Remember, have fun. And don't take it too seriously.
That's right.
Right,
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges in the building, y'all.
Words to live by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's an Oscar Wilde quote too. Like life is far too short to be taken seriously.
That's right.
know what I'm saying?
And that, can I do another sign?
Jeff Bridges, you can do whatever the hell you want.
So now we're making a movie called R.I.P.D. And one of the guys in it is Kevin Bacon. And we're doing a big scene. He says, guys, come here. We all gather around. He says, remember, everything depends on this. And it's got a lot of spin on that because in one sense you say, how ridiculous, that's fucking ridiculous. But the other time you say,
I know what you're doing.
right now, man, this is it. Where are you?
The rare double bonus neon sign. Jeff Bridges in the house.
Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin Bacon.
Baba Kevin.
So Jeff, not only are you a legendary thespian,
Yeah.
you author a book of photos you have taken on set through the years.
yeah.
Look at, you don't even remember. You've done so many great things. You got to jog your memory.
A couple, look, 3 2s, that's pretty good.
You got the hot hand in the dice game.
Yeah, I made a couple of books. I take pictures when I'm making movies with a camera called a wide lux. It's a panning still camera. So if I was taking a picture of us right here, I could get both of you guys here, like that. And then I make these little books and give them to the cast and crew, as a little gift. And then over the years, I've gone through and picked my favorites and made larger volumes that are available to the public. So I've got two of those.
We got a copy of your book.
You know what I'm saying?
And we like to gift you with a copy of our book. It's only right.
Wonderful. Oh, cool.
New York Times bestseller, it's a guy left Don's Arts.
Oh, great.
Jeff
yeah.
Bridges. Look at this. This is a quality coffee table book. You just put it on your table. You don't even have to read it. People just look at it and be impressed.
All right.
So that's what I do.
All right, cool,
So,
man.
Just want to gift you a book real
All
quick.
right, good.
Just give you my scribble.
Okay, good.
And let Mero do his masterpiece.
Cool. And I'll do my thing.
Ooh. You've done a lot of autographs, I see. You have beautiful penmanship.
Well, it's just, it's like making a little painting or a drawing.
That's me. I probably could never do autographs because I sit here and I'm a graffiti rat. So I sit here and do graffiti for 25 minutes until they're like, hey, guy, you got to get off stage.
You guys like to paint or anything? You got other things that you'd like to do? Not sexually, but
Oh, yeah. Well,
You clearly have watched the show.
I was sexually, I like a lot of things, but,
Yeah, but I mean, do you have
artistically.
other things like that that you like
Yeah,
to do?
Painting, drawing, music.
Yeah, what's your axe? You play what, keyboards?
I used to play piano.
Oh, that's
I
the
got to
king.
get back into it.
That's the king of them, man.
Yeah.
I write my name on gates
There we go.
that don't belong to me.
Now this book is worth money. Look at
There you go. There you go.
Bang.
Yeah.
You don't get better than that. Let's go. Be sure to check out the book. Where is it available at?
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was out of print, but maybe there's some, I think volume 1. This is volume 2, I believe.
Just Google it. I
Yeah,
guess go on Braille.
Google it. You might find it
Go.
on Etsy.
The real, something, I don't know. It's on something right there.
Yeah, and also check out The Dude and the Zen Master. Now, that book is probably still in print.
Okay.
That's a kind of a fun one, I think.
Welcome to this new episode of Reading Rainbow with Jeff Bridges.
And one other book. Can I push another book? I just thinking.
Jeff, do what you want. It's your your show now.
Daddy-Daughter Day. Now, this is a book that I wrote with my daughter, Isabel.
I have one daughter.
So you're going to dig this. And what year? How old is she?
She just turned 5. So I got a long
This is
ways to
right
go.
in the pocket. This is what the book is about what my daughter and I used to do when she was a kid. Now, she's 40 now, but back in the day, we had some cool adventures, man.
Yeah. So 3 books to check out.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
The Dude and the Zen Master.
The Dude and the Zen Master. Daddy-Daughter Day.
Daddy-Daughter Day.
Yeah.
Listen, that's the book list right there.
All right.
Jeff Bridges in the building, y'all.
Oh, beautiful, man. Look what I got.
Hey. There you go.
Hey.
Yo, welcome to the official DESUS MERO YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to see some dope content that you can only get here.
Sit back, you know what I'm saying? Watch a video or 2 or 3 or 5, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. You can take your pants on or off.